Hello, my name is Jordan Aqua, and today I'm going to be discussing different types of techniques used within the film genre, comedy. With comedy, we're talking about films such as 21 Jump Street and Dumb and Dumber. Some of the different types of techniques used are hybrids, Stuart Hall's theory, and social media. And finally, the last one is the alternate ways to watch films. But to kick things off, I'm going to start talking about what films such as The Mask, Bad Boys, and Dumb and Dumber. These are all different types of comedies. They all have their different ways and types of ways to express comedy, and we will be talking about this today. Firstly, what is genre? Genre is a category of certain type of film based in whether this is with horror. The audience will be expecting blood, knives, and some sort of murder. But on the other hand, while you're watching comedy, you expect to have that comedy feel. So you expect to laugh, you expect to cry, and all different types of characters within comedy, usually based on one character or maybe two. With one character, such as The Mask, it is all revolved around him. But in other films, such as Dumb and Dumber, there's two main characters, and they bounce off the comedy and the humour between them. So moving on to how audience respond to this. How audience respond to comedy. With the film Dumb and Dumber, they react in all different types of ways. Firstly, they laugh, and at the end of the films, they get emotionally attached with the characters between them because they have a fight, but then they resolve it at the end. With the audience, you get different types of active response. These include the active spectre, the passive spectre. Firstly, with the active spectre, they always want to challenge what the film has to provide, so they don't agree with anything that the film is trying to provide for them. Secondly, with the passive spectre, they just allow they agree with everything what the film is trying to present to them, whether this is an ending or a character or something in this. A great example is 22 Jump Street, where at the end the characters have a fight between them because one of them says they're doing the work and the other one isn't. With the passive spectre, they agree with the one that the film is trying to provide for them to make them think that it is right. But with the active spectre, they will possibly choose a different side. But this is what they think. Stuart Hall came up with three theories and three readings that the audience, when watching the films, have their own thought. With the these include dominant, neglect. This include dominant, negotiated, and finally the oppositional reading. These readings have their own meaning. Dominant is where the audience fully accepts what the film is trying to show them, so they agree with everything. So in other words, the writer and the author has done their job correctly because the audience is agreeing with everything. The second theory is negotiated. This is where the audience partially accepts what the author is trying to show to them. And finally is the oppositional, where they don't agree at all. Some comedy films have been banned, such as The Interview. This is with James Franco and Seth Rogen. This is because it is showing Kim Jong-un, the Korea leader, in a bad light, where he is stereotypes to be bombing everything and just stereotypes in a bad light. So this has been banned for a couple of weeks. This has been banned all over the country, such as Korea and even England. But the film was released because it got cut. Some of the parts got cut. Intertextuality. Intertextuality is where more than one film is based in one. A good example of this is the parody of Hunger Games, the Starving Games. You see people such as Spider-Man, Jack Sparrow, the Marvel characters, and everyone in this. So, in the Starving Games, it takes the Hunger Games and just remakes it into a funny, more comedy show. So people who watch the Hunger Games can enjoy it, and also people like Marvel and Pirates of the Caribbean can enjoy it also. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again. Thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoyed it.